Hey, what's up guys, Aaron or Daybreak here, and today we're going to be doing a Stam DK video. This build is going to be basically for dueling and small scale, like the one-on-one PvP, but it can definitely work in any situation. This is not a Zerg busting build, this is a beat 'em down, wear 'em out type build, and survival type build. It also gives you really good burst as well if you time some stuff up, and there's a couple things you can change and make it even more bursty and still have a really good tanking side to the build. Now, actually, we'll just get right into it. I'm actually going to go on a little side note here and say that there will be a channel update type video of what all the other stuff I'm going to be doing. I'm going to start focusing on YouTube and stuff a lot more as well, but I'll explain that in that video. That should be coming up next or soon this week, or maybe next week whenever I get around to recording it. Other than that though, guys, let's get right into it. So the race is Red Guard. Let's go over the stats first. 10k or about 11k magicka, 27,000 health, 40k stam, almost 41k stam. I'm not max CP, so if you are max CP, this will be up around 40k stam with 11k magicka. Spell damage doesn't matter. Unbuff weapon damage on the sword bar is going to be 2100, 35% crit. We are running the thief. We're also a werewolf, but you do not have to be a werewolf for this build. I'm not using any passes or anything because nothing really works. It may even be hindering me a little bit because Dawnbreakers and all that kind of stuff hurt me a little bit more. Using max health and max stam food. You can go tri-stat, but I like to have my extra health and stamina. It just 40k is a really big pull, and so is the 27k on the health. Those two being so high, is you really don't need the magicka. And with 500 magicka regen, you're only using 2 magicka skills to begin with, and battle roar and everything will restore it if you need it. And so yeah, you don't really need to have any more. You don't need to run tri-stat basically. This is also battle spirited, so this is everything with battle spirit up. So this is on the sword and shield bar. That's the weapon damage. This is the weapon damage unbuffed on the sword bar, or the 2H bar. Pretty good. The spell and physical resistance unbuffed is 17 and 18. Pretty good as well. 2500 crit resistance, that's kinda low. I like for it to be around about 3k. But no, I think that's actually okay. Maybe I'm misthinking there. But it's not too bad. It could be a little bit higher, and I'm going to show you why it can be a little bit higher. Just 1 second. Go all into stamina, and that should be about it. So yeah, let's go into the item set. Hey guys, what's up? I'm just going to intervene here. This is going to be, I'm editing this in, but I do want to show you guys how this kind of works and the rotation of 2 you can use. So it kind of be like something like that, but you want to do a little bit faster. You see look at that. Let me show you how much it takes for here. With your major mending up. Oh, it didn't even go off. I think this thing has to kill it. Let me find something else here to beat on. Not a lot of stuff, man. Not a lot of stuff can withstand all this damage. So your replenish, it's for 4.5k. That'll be about 2k in PvP. But it'll basically be the lot. See, lot attack, trimmer skill, and that goes off. And then the bash. Something like this again. See my bash there. Lot attack, ransack, bash. The trimmer skill goes off. That's what it's going to be. So I just want to show you guys that. Obviously, you'll probably apply Venom Claw for the start of the fight, and then run your combos. Once you get them low enough with that, keeping everything up, you can switch over this back bar and heavy attack, and then go in on them from there. But yeah, I just kind of want to show you guys how that worked. We're running 2 trimmer skill. This should be both in pin. I'm also running 511. So trimmer skill here. This should be a stamina enchant. Actually, I'll have a little bit more stamina if I didn't even realize that was misenchanted, so not bad. So you have about 41k max stam. So there you go. Yeah, just still trimmer skill here. Curious of the Black Rose, running 5 Black Rose, all in max stamina, all in pin. Bought this from my Imperial City. It's not golded out yet because I don't plan to gold it out. It's just too much money to do that. But yeah, 5 Black Rose on the body. For the resources and sustain and everything it gives you, even the extra weapon damage, it's pretty good. Gives you double max stamina, max health, exactly what you want. I'll show you why we're using trimmer skill in 1 minute. necklace of agility as well. Running 5 or 3 agility here on the accessories or the jewelry. All weapon damage. I would put 2 gold enchants here. I really just can't afford it right now. But all robust. Now here's where it gets kind of funky, and you may not be able to afford or may not have these items. But I'm running a master's sword, not gold. I will be golding this out, so the weapon damage will be a little bit higher. No, I don't have the gold one here, but anyways, we're running a Maelstrom shield. Oh wait, never mind. This is an impin shield. Okay, never mind. So we're using a tri-stat enchant on the shield. That's what it comes out of the box with, and this worked pretty dang well, so I decided to keep it. Now, there is something here I would want to say. You can actually run, if you don't have a master sword, you can run like endurance here if you want to. 2 endurance or 2 more golden, 2 Lekas, whatever, and get the extra stamina. But since I have the master sword, even a Maelstrom sword may be pretty good here as well. And I'll show you how you can kind of switch it up. But if you have a Maelstrom sword or a master sword, that'll work. Mine's sharpened too, so it's even better. The back bar running a Maelstrom's great sword. This is sharpened. Pretty nice. Any 2H will work back here. Yeah, I just have the Maelstroms on because it's best. If you have any sort of Maelstroms 2H, I would use it. Maybe even a Master's 2H as well. You really need to be doing Dragonstar Arena to run this build, so. Anyways, that's the item sets. Those are my stats. Now I am running, well, I'll get into that in 1 minute. I'm going to show you my skill setup. Running Reverb Bash for the Major Defile, basically. And the stun, it's your only stun here, besides your Dawnbreaker Smiting. Ransack for the, well, for a couple of reasons. Obviously, it's going to proc our Master Sword here, giving us our heal. That's actually why we're running the Master Sword. It's also going to be popping Tremor Scale, doing, how much damage does it do? 7,600 damage, unbuffed. Now I'll show you what the buff stats look like actually. I'll do that now. There's no Wrath up. We have 2,500 weapon damage. If you have a gold sword, it'll be a little bit more. About 2,700, 2,750. And then with the Wrath, it will be pushing about 3k. No Wrath procs. 3,100 on the back bar with no Wrath. So, and that's with the gold weapon. Not too bad. The resistance is buffed. Looks something like this. It's really, really high resistances as well. So you're really just a tank, and you just pump out damage. They can't kill you, so you just end up killing them over time. Ransack to proc the imply Major Fracture. Give yourself some resistances back. You gain Minor Resolve from this, so stamina builds have really a tough time killing you, especially. Major Fracture, like I just said, reducing their armor, so you do more damage to them. And the physical damage it does is pretty dang good. It's only about 1,300 stamina. And so yeah, and it's really spammable, and it procs, like I said, it procs Tremor Scale. It's really good. This is the bread and butter. This one ability here is bread and butter of this build. Venomous Claw. Now this is a skill you can kind of swap out for 1 or 2 things that I've found that are pretty decent. You can put Absorb Magic here for any ranged people. So if you think you're going to be going up against a Sork in a duel or whatever, or even in Cyrodiil, you can run this Absorb, and you just pop this. It's only about 1,800 stamina, so it also heals you for 14% of your max health. At rank 4, it absorbs, or it heals you for 16%. Also, a passive you do not want to neglect down here. It's even good in duels where you're going up against stand builds and you're going perma block. While slotted, the amount of damage you can block is increased by 8%, and the cost of blocking is reduced by 8. So it's pretty dang good for both setups. But this is Venom Claw just for some more damage. Resolving Vigor, that way you can heal yourself and always have your heal up. And Igneous Shield for the major mending and the shield that it gives you. Now I'm going to tell you something that a lot of DKs don't know, and this is only experienced players will know this. If you're getting executed, really just whenever you're getting executed, or if you don't want to be critted by a Knot Blade instantly out of stealth, you can pop this Igneous Shield, and even if they break it with their ability, whatever ability they hit you with first, even if it breaks this shield, it will not crit you. because it counts as a ward. So, with that being said, it's really good. Rally on the back bar here with the Maelstroms 2H. Oh yeah, I go over. Yeah, we're running Flawless Dawnbreaker too with all the fighters go passives. We're also running Undaunted Metal, 2 pieces. Like I said, we are Red Guard, obviously. Running Corrosive Armor on the back bar here for the other heavy armor builds that we need to get and kill. So anybody that you can't really kill with your main rotation, you just wait till you pop Corrosive here, and then use Corrosive to kill them. Then you just run your normal combos and you can kill them with Corrosive Armor on. Cause the 100% armor ignoring or whatever, ignoring the 100% of their armor is ridiculously OP when you're stacking in a heavy armor build. So you'll like use reverb here while Corrosive's up and they can't heal as well, and then you just reverb and ransack and Tremor Skull them to death. Then you executioner them. But anyway, so we run Rally here for the burst heal and the heal over time. Gives you major vitality that we don't have to run potions. Volatile armor, major minor ward, and it gives them damage back whenever they hit you. Shovel here just for the major evasion and the snare immunity it gives you, and the snare removal it gives you as well. Executioner, now we would be running reverse slice, but in a 1v1 situation, Executioner is just better because of the damage it does. But both morphs are really, really good. Crit Rush or Stampede is also pretty good. Both situational. I like Crit Rush a little bit better. So that's what I'm running on everything. I'll go into the CP really quickly. Oh yeah. If you have a Maelstrom sword, I forgot to mention this. If you have a Maelstrom sword, you can just swap Ransack out here for low slash or heroic slash, and then run something like Belladreth or not Swarm Mothers. What is that one? Ursulines, something like that. Or Bloodspawn. Bloodspawn's also a pretty good setup, but it's you're never gonna die, but you're never gonna kill anything either. So into the CP. Went 37 into Resistant. We can go a little bit more into Resistant, but I just don't have the CP yet. 45 into Elemental Defender, 75 into Hardy. 15 into Quick Recovery for the big dick kills. 90 into Warlord. I don't drop extra 10 points in there for 100 because I only get 1% extra. I'd much rather have 52 into Shadow Ward like I have, and 30 into Tumbling. 25 into Blessed. 80 into Mighty, 40 into Piercing for having like a 5k penetration on the front bar, and almost a 7.5k penetration on the back bar, and 27 into Precise Strikes. Because with the potions I'm about to show you, we're gonna have about 45% crit. So let's get into those potions as well. Now there's a few potions you can run here. If you're dueling and you want to be AIDS and never die, or even if you're in Cyrodiil and never want to die, you're on an Essence of Lingering Health here. These are really good. The healing you get's already ridiculously OP. Like you literally, if you heal through, you can heal through almost anything, especially like even in a 1v2 scenario. Unless you get stunned, unless you just play like really, really dumb, you will never die with all your healing up. You gotta keep all your buffs up and you'll be fine. But Essence of Lingering Health is still really, really good. Unlock this really quickly and put it on my bar here as well. Tri-Stat's also very, very good because you use all of your resources, and each of your resources kind of even out the other resource, so really good here, to be honest. Just really good potions. An Essence of Weapon Power is going to be giving you Major Savagery. With one of these popped, we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so we have what we have here. 35% weapon crit. Pop this. Go to 45%. So basically every 2 attacks are going to be critting. Pretty dang good, I'm not going to lie. So you can pop this with your Corrosive Armor, and so you're going to be critting like a madman. Like you're going to be dumping on people. With Corrosive Armor up, you're ignoring all their armor, and then you're critting them as well. Really, really good. Honestly, I would be using these 2 potions until I get it to where I know Corrosive Armor and I can kill them here. Not pop Corrosive Armor and then kill them there. I really need to be stocking up on weapon power pots and all this junk, but I gotta do some farming and stuff, so not doing that right now. that's about it, guys. I don't know about anything else, but this I think I'm gonna call this one the GrandMaster. I'm not too sure, just because of the Master Sword. I really recommend running VDSA to get that. It's really, really good. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So expect some more PvP stuff, more PvP builds and junk like that in the near future. This has been Daybreak, and I'm signing off. Peace, late, and take care, guys.